Sun is shining, let's get out. See you smiling, makes me smile.
Hello, I'm Kay, and welcome back to Mendoza's Corner. We will spend no more than 5 minutes each week discussing a topic related to the queer community. We'll define the topic, give you some cool facts about it, then provide some of our thoughts. This week's topic is labels. Let's define sexuality first, which is a person's sexual orientation or preference. What is a label? It is a classifying phrase or name applied to a person or thing, especially one that is inaccurate or restrictive. What is queer? It is an umbrella term for sexual gender minorities who are not heterosexual or are cisgender. Today, instead of focusing on a few peer-reviewed articles, we will look into opinions, thoughts from popular sources online. Throughout our lives, people attach labels to us, and those labels reflect and affect how others think about our identities as well as how we think about ourselves. Labels are not always negative. They can also reflect positive characteristics, set useful expectations, and provide meaningful goals in our lives. Often, however, the labels that we use to describe each other are the result of unfounded assumptions and stereotypes. We regularly apply labels to people whom we barely even know or have never even met, and the same is done to us. Thus, for good or bad, labels represent an influence on our identity that is often beyond our control. Here are some popular label titles inside queer Black communities. Femme listed lesbian. Feminine woman, mainly used to refer to a feminine lesbian, and especially a feminine lesbian who is attracted to masculine or butch lesbians. Dyke stud, a traditionally masculine man or woman, and especially a masculine lesbian, often the dominant partner in a lesbian relationship, and especially of the butch femme lesbian relationship. STEM. A STEM is a lesbian who identifies somewhere between stud and femme. When I think of these labels, they tend to fall somewhere on the spectrum of westernized definitions of masculinity and femininity. We all have the power to define what this means for ourselves, but when we think of more classic examples, what we see most often is based on those principles. I identify as a masculine identifying lesbian, and what that means for me is this: I am more comfortable in men's clothing. My outer appearance is more on the masculine side. I'm attracted to feminine identifying lesbians, but some masculine identifying lesbians are also attracted to other masculine identifying lesbians, and that is totally fine. At the end of the day, labels don't define me. I still like to have my mani and pedi day, and I enjoy getting my eyebrows done as well. We want to get you interested in the topics we share, but please don't just take our word for it. Go research it in your downtime. We're always taking suggestions on topics for future episodes. Feel free to share with us a queer topic that you'd like for us to cover in 5 minutes or less. You can either comment or send us an email to info@iTiMiNak.com.